Good morning. Uh, Welcome back to the lecture series. Hope last lecture we have seen about the types of leadership. So now we'll see the style of the leadership. So have you ever noticed that leadership style that works perfectly with one employees and completely fails with another? Yes, it is true. So I also have in that experience. So one team member may need a detailed guidance every step of the way, while another member becomes frustrated if they get the constantly supervise them. They don't want to supervise. If they say, "Okay, you do it," they will do it. But one type of people, we have to help them to make in every step. So this is because there is this is the why we say that this is an effective leader. And then this effective leadership is not about making us a one perfect leadership style, that we should not have a one style which can be followed with all the persons. So we have to find out that instead of adapting your leadership approach based on the person, the task and the situation, so we'll see how this has been to be done. In today's session, we'll be focusing on the situational leadership. Practically, leadership framework teaches us how to adjust leadership styles according to the readiness and then capability. And our team members, by the end of the session, will understand that why there is a no university style. Universally, we are following as in one style, and what leadership style can work for the best situation. So let's go in. The situation leadership model was developed by the Paul Hersey and Ken Blanchard. So even after the 50 years, this organization around the world are continuously using this model and making it as in a simple and effective way. The straightforward, the idea is we don't have the single leadership can be followed for the every situation. Let's straightforward. Let's take an example like cricket. So in cricket, that coach initially for the beginners, he will teach that how to hold a bat and how to where to stand, how to play, and what to do, all those things. However, if the coach is doing for an experienced international player, he doesn't want to teach the basics thing, right? But instead of thing they will find their discussion on the strategy performance and fine improvement. So the experienced people does not require the same level of supervision as a new in or the new freshers and as well as the interns. The same thing like a senior salesperson does not require this how to do the sales and what are the I mean targets they can be keep. So as an leadership, it's our responsibility to manage the people and understand how they are in the situation. So that is in a particular moment. So we cannot adapt the all the I mean one style for everyone, as I did told previously. So the more effectively that team is to run, more success becomes when we have the responsibility not simply to manage the people. Okay, you do it or you don't do it. We have to empathize the people, like where this candidate, I mean employee, has been lagging in what situation and how we can make him to improve. The situational leadership is built on the two fundamental components, directive behavior and then supportive behavior. The directive behavior is means that leadership will give the clear instruction that will define their responsibility and they explain what is to be done and what are the he will set the deadline and he will start to monitor the progress. Imagine the manufacturing company where the new machines operates a joint production line and the supervisor demonstrate the machine, explains even safety procedure. So and they observe this employees that which is the comfortable thing. So this is the high directive approach that they teach everything. They'll give free I mean all the instructions, and they leave the people to be set with the set the target. This is a one type of directive leader behavior. And one a second behavior is in supportive behavior. Supportive behavior is like the keeping not only focusing and giving the instruction to that person, they'll keep an relationship with that instruction. The leader will listen that carefully what has happened and how to encourage the employees and motivates them and involves in the decision making. So they consider that a project manager who is having experience software development in a developer in a team, that instead of telling him to write everyday code, you do this logic, he will just facilitate him, and he manages him, and he gives the only suggestions and encourages the collaboration. So a great leader should always have to be the increased direction to support to have the increased support. So then only will have the uh, best we will get the good results. So based on this two behavior, we'll create a four types of leadership which will be discussed next. So in this first style of leadership, style is like directing. In this high direction and low emotional support. So this approach works better when the team are enthusiastic and they are inexperienced. For example, imagine we are newly hired graduate joining a software. On the first day, manager explain the coding standards, assign specific tasks, and provide the deadlines and reviews a piece of work. This employee need motivation but lacks in the experience. So there is a detailed guidance is an essential for him. Like second style is an coach. The coaching is not but all still provides a direction but also spends the motivation and encouraging the employees. Imagine a new salesperson who learned the basics but in struggle after receiving several customer rejections. Simply giving instruction is not enough. Like do it. Instead of that, the manager explains why the certain approaches works. So answering the question, encouraging the employee to do it, and helps to rebuild the confidence. So the key difference between the directing and coaching is that combining. Uh, uh, is that the coaching combines both the guidance with an encouragement. Third style is like supporting. So employees already possess the required skill, but they may lack the confidence or the motivation. Instead of giving them a detailed instruction, the leader encourages the discussion, which helps the employee to make their own decision. For example, like consider the teacher. Teacher knows the teaching method, but if he or she wants to introduce a new methodology, they will not do it because they know how to teach, but they feel uncertainty because they are want to adapt the new technology. The principal encourages the experiment, and they provides the reassurance and support the teachers throughout the process. So the next fourth style is a delegation. The delegation is something like both the competent and the highly committed. For example, like imagine a senior manager who has been successfully delivered a lot of projects. Instead of monitoring the every activity, the department heads him, and he tells that okay, you complete this project, which leads that they'll take their own ownership and they have the objective to complete that project. So always the delegation builds the trust and empowers employees to perform independently. Thanks for watching. In next lecture, we'll continue the situational leadership, how to combine based on the situation. Thank you.